Kia ora, ko lui kalantaho. Nau mai ki te whare. Welcome to the House. After question time tomorrow, Parliament will have its first Members' Day for 2025. This is when House business is dedicated entirely to local bills, private bills and, of course, Members' Bills, which are bills proposed by any MP who is not a minister. After taking time off from her MP duties while she underwent cancer treatment, Greens co-leader Marama Davidson is back for 2025. She'll no doubt be hitting the ground running as she pushes to get her Consumer Guarantees Right to Repair amendment bill through the legislative process. The bill would require manufacturers to make repair parts and information available to consumers, which would hopefully extend the life of a product and reduce waste. Rather than have me explain it though, I sat down with the person who actually came up with the bill, Marama Davidson. Firstly, welcome back to 2025.
Thank you.
Must be good to be back and have a members' bill.
Yeah, heck. 2 seconds in the door and I've got my members' bill come up this week. Really excited because Kiwis understand how important it is to be able to fix our own stuff and have control over our own stuff.
Why this bill?
Because it is part of achieving so many things all at once. Addressing cost of living, so people aren't having to replace their expensive items. It's helping to protect our planet for future generations because it's about sending less waste to landfill. But also, it's just about people having better control over what they purchase and being able to fix things more locally, being able to create more local jobs with repair workshops. Also, it's just a bit of our New Zealand Kiwi culture. We love to fix stuff, and currently there are barriers in the way, and this bill would help to remove those barriers.
Has there been any examples overseas that you've sort of drawn on to create this bill?
Yes, there are lots of examples overseas. So in the UK and the EU, European countries and the UK, they have introduced the right to repair for things like washing machines, dryers, those household appliances. I love in France, they've got a repairability index. So you've now got companies who are sort of going, oh, our stuff can be far more easily fixed than yours. And that's an incredible competition to have in a country. We could be left behind if we don't take this opportunity right now. And what that could mean is with other countries having this higher standard, New Zealand could be at risk of becoming a dumping ground for poorer quality products.
Now, the one question I would ask is, how do you address the knowledge gap of, I wouldn't know how to repair a washing machine. How do you address that?
We've already got, for example, cafe and repair workshops around the country. Those would thrive even more with the community having, for example, access to the information, the tools, the spare parts, the software to be able to break into your own machinery and fix it. We have generations of fix-it culture. We would see far more people being able to lean in and have a go, lift up the hood for a start with the information, the spare parts and the access that is currently blocked from most consumer goods.
Do you anticipate there being a short-term increase to the consumers when companies have to sort of adapt to those new rules?
No, not necessarily, because you have had groups like Consumer New Zealand, Right to Repair Coalition, and many other advocates and community groups who have been calling for this change for actually decades and a long time. So in that long work on it, you have had research which has come up and faced, is this going to push costs up? And it's quite a flimsy proposal that it would do that, because you've actually got the ability for people to save more money, to support cost of living through being able to better fix stuff, and then asking companies to actually think twice and think longer, think deeper about giving that access to tools, spare parts information, example, to enable people to bring their own costs down and fix their own stuff.
Now, you mentioned all sorts of industries that this would apply to and it would benefit. For that reason, do you anticipate they're getting party support for this bill because of all the industries that it supports?
Any politician who thinks that they support rural communities and farming communities, any politician who thinks they support small and local community businesses, definitely the Greens do support all of these communities. This is of benefit to those very sacred values of the country, allowing our local mechanics, our local experts to be able to fix our stuff and not have to be bound by a very expensive manufacturer technician is something that will actually support our local communities to thrive. It's showing some good support from consumers all around the country, from rural communities, from farmers, and I really think we can get it across the line.
That was Marama Davidson, co-leader of the Green Party. I te whakarongo koe ki te whare. You've been listening to The House, a program made with funding from Parliament's Office of the Clerk. Mātua.